everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reviewing the all-new Accurascale Class 37.4 number 37403 Isle of Mull in partnership with the Scottish Railway Preservation Society. So let's take a quick look at the box, and already, as we can see, we are presented with this beautiful looking box with a nice diagram, side profile view here of the loco itself, with it telling you obviously it's a Type 3 class of locomotive. 37 is a Type 4, obviously in partnership with the Scottish Railway Preservation Society, who own the actual real locomotive. We've also got the SRPS's logo up here as well, and obviously the Accurascale logo in the top left, obviously denoting that this is an Accurascale product. Just turning to the side, we can see we've got a nice coloured picture of the loco itself. Obviously, yet again, telling you it's a Class 37, its number of 37403, named Isle of Mull. We've also got its Accurascale number here, ACC2993. It is a DCC model, so we have got the DCC sound fitted, and also it telling you it's in Era 11, as it's in its current modern day guise. Bar from that, there's not really anything else on the sides other than just little terms and conditions, locations, another Accurascale logo, and obviously we have got this ESU lock sound because this is the type of sound that we have got fitted inside the loco. So that is the box. A nice bit of a different type of box compared to the usual Accurascale, more or less all black box, but not too extravagant and not too much on it. So let's just open up, have a look at what we get inside, and yeah. Right, so inside the box we get quite a few stuff. We've got, first of all, just looking here, some etched nameplates. As you can just make out, it says, oh, if it'll focus, Isle of Mull. So you've got two of them, one for either side if you want to fit them. We've then got the Class 37 locomotive manual, which does look really rather stunning, because it is, even though it's just a manual, they've made it look like as if it's an old BR style manual with all like bits of, grime and even just bits where like the ink would have disappeared over time. Coffee cup or coffee mug stains around it. So yeah, basically inside this it's just gives you a brief history of the 37s in general, showing areas where they've worked. Covers even the past 37s that Accurascale themselves have made. And yeah, pretty much bog standard little manual, just talking about the locomotive itself and also the locos that Accurascale have made. We've then got this, so this will be handy for those of you that have sound versions of the new Accurascale Class 37. Shows you all the functions, the CVs, and the adjustables, things like volume settings if you need to or want to change them. So it is double-sided, as you can see. So we go all the way up to F28 on this locomotive, and you've got all your auxiliary functions just below. We've also then got the little instruction manual, which helps you, tell you about your wheel cleaning, intended use, all that. Inside we've also got the full exploded diagram, which I just can't quite get all into shot as it's so big. But yeah, tell you all different parts, and then just on the back how to fit things like ploughs, all the other various pipeworks that you need to fit, adding crews if you would so wish to. Now with the crews, you do have to buy them. You can either buy them from, if you want the Accurascale ones, you buy them from Accurascale, or you can just put in any seated driver or second man that you have if you want. And obviously lubrication and general care. You do also get a bunch of various pipes and all that. I have already opened them, so I've fitted various stuff. I've fitted ploughs and some pipework to one end just so we can see what it'll look like. So here is a full plough And we do also have singular ploughs like this, so you don't have to have a full plough on. Right, that's all the various stuff that you get inside by the loco. Let's get the loco and have a bit of a closer look before putting it on. And just like that, the locomotive is out of the box. So if we start at this end, we can already see various things such as lamp iron hooks. So obviously the lower ones are depicted with white, and there are they sort of look like the Great Western style where they're side on rather than flat fronted. But yeah, just by the side of the obviously not black domino. We've obviously got high intensity light, the two marker lights in the middle. We've also got the safety, the overhead warning stickers there, either side. The number as well, 37403. And yeah, you can also see various holes on the buffer beam where you can fit things like your coupling hook, various pipes and all that. We have got the standard NEM coupling there, so you can change that out if you so wish to, with any style coupling that you use the NEM pocket. We have got sprung buffers as well, which is really nice. Moving along to the sides, we've obviously got a really nicely painted bogie there, with the springs painted in red and the axle boxes all in the nice yellow, with even the white linings, just little small linings on the wheels there as well. Obviously got separately fitted handrails there and painted around the doors there. The orange cant line running along and more overhead warning stickers there. Then also got the printed on name of Isle of Mull, so as said before, you can use the included etched nameplates to put on there to make them look even better. And obviously the printed on numbers there, 37403. Moving along, obviously we've got the all-important Scotty dog, because obviously this is a Scottish-based 37. And obviously the large logo. And then down at this end, this is where I've fitted, I haven't fitted all the pipework, I've fitted as much as I currently could. And I will tell you though, fitting some of these pipeworks, I have had to widen the holes as they didn't quite fit. So this happened on my Accurascale Deltic as well, so it seems to be a bit of a common thing that the Accurascale detailing that you get doesn't quite fit in the actual designated holes that need to go in the loco. But yeah, as you can see, it's these have got the separate ploughs, so they're all individual pieces rather than the one solid plough. We've got various pipeworks and obviously the chain link on the front. So I have got a few more bits I need to add to the front, but I'll do that another time. But in the meantime, that does look rather nice compared to just not having it. Obviously we've also got the aerials there on the front, and obviously it's same on the back. The two separately fitted horns on the top as well. The nice glazed windows for the cab and the doors, and also the separately fitted windscreen wipers there as well. So then, that's just a bit of a close look at the loco within my hands. Let's get the loco down on the tracks, give it a run, and see what the sound's like. So then, now that the locomotive is down on the tracks, let's just give it a quick test run. We will start on speed step 14. I know no one should ever really use 14 because it's so bad. But I just want to see how well it performs on speed step 14, 28, and then obviously the superior 128. Right, let's see what speed step 1's like. And that was even though it is such a quick takeoff, that actually was a nice, quick and smooth takeoff. Just bring it back in as well. The motor in it does seem really nice. The smoothness of that. If we just change it up to 28 now. Oh, and you can already see 14 did look nice, but even 28 looks a lot nicer than that. There's a slow speed running of this. And then if we just finally bring it back into the center, and 21 to 8. That's a 10 out of 10 there in that slow speed. Right, let's start up with the sound. So we'll start with a full engine startup, which if we press 8, function 8 and then 1, it should do a cold start. So that was function 1, turning on your engine. Now, obviously that was a cold start compared to pressing just 1 by itself, and it would do a more faster normal start. So to get a slow start, you need to press function 8 first and then press function 1. Function 2 is your brake, so you press it, obviously you can't hear anything at the moment, but you press it and it will slow the train down a lot quicker. 3 is one of your horns. And 4 is your another horn. So this is the reason I've put the ploughs on this end, as especially horn on number 4 on this end sounds just so great. And then if I just change directions, we have different tones of horns on the other end, which is really nice. Then moving on to function 5, which is heavy train mode. So if you put on that while the train is running, it will sound like it's doing a lot of the very grunty work. 6 is obviously light loco mode, so it would, when running, it would sound a lot quieter because it's not really doing anything. 7, when you put 7 on and you are running, it's obviously, you can then turn your speed up and it'll sound like the loco's working a lot harder than it is, or struggling. So a bit similar to 5, but also a bit different. 8, as we've said, is cold start and also can be wheel slip as well. 9 is another tone. So it's a 2-tone horn. Then you've got 10, which is your door slam. And that will just continuously play until you turn it off again. 11 is flange squeal, which obviously you won't hear while the loco is stationary. 12, short high air horn. And then 13, short low air tone. Obviously will be different again if we just change direction, so do 12. And then 13. Then we've got 14 is buffer up. 15 is your rail joints, which obviously again you need to be in motion. 16 guards whistle, sounds really nice. 17 your tail lights on or off, so that's obviously depending on your direction. Headlight. 18 then headlights on or off. 19 is your desk lights, so we can't quite see from this angle, but your desk lights do illuminate when pressing that. Then moving on to F20 is your cab lights, as you can see there. Then we've got 21, which is your engine room light, which I don't quite think you can see, but it does appear in from, oh, yep, you can just see through that window there. So if we just turn it off, and it's a nice fade there. And then on to 22, it's night lights. So it's just the marker lights, no high intensity light. And then 23, depot lights, which again is just your marker lights. And then 25, door open and close. So yeah, you can hear when you turn 25 on, the door opens, and you do 25 again, it closes it. And then 26 finally is your Spirax valve, which is just it ticking over once the engine has shut down. So if when you've shut down or turned off function 1 and the engine's shut down, you can then still have it ticking over, well, for a bit longer than it does. And yeah, that's all the sounds. 0 is obviously your lights on and off, which have a nice fade, and the marker lights come on first and then the high intensity light, so it's as if the driver is flicking one switch and then another, and it's not just immediate as we've had on some models. So yeah, that's all the sounds and all the functions. So I will obviously stop talking now, and I'll leave you with a running session. So this locomotive, I have well worth it, and definitely say go and get one. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this little running session with 37403.